Hello everyone, my name is Thor and welcome back to Anthropology. So this one's going to be a bit different. I've sort of done these videos in the past, but I wanted to do a bit of like a Saturday reset. Just, going through my day, cleaning up. I like watching these videos, so I figured like, why not make them for y'all? Maybe y'all will like them too. So the lighting in my apartment is literally amazing right now. Also, I just upgraded to the iPhone 15, so y'all can see the camera difference, but that's what we're gonna be doing right now. I've gotta do a bit of cleaning, a bit of tidying up, so let's get into it. The apartment's a bit messy. It's not too bad, actually. The kitchen needs some work. A little messed up babs. Sleeping. This definitely needs some work. And Lynx is asleep right there. So this is all that we're gonna be cleaning today. Here's a rough apartment tour of my 500 square feet. 2 things of laundry are already going. Also need to clean out the litter boxes. Maybe tidy up the desk area a little bit. So this is what we'll be doing. I'm actually gonna start with vacuuming. Okay, so vacuum. Excuse the outfit, Honestly, you guys, I love vacuuming. I just feel like hearing the little sucks up some dirt, or especially cat litter, that one really just hits that ASMR point in my brain. What I actually love about this small apartment is that it's fairly quick and easy to clean and maintain on a Saturday. There's not many rooms, and since it's very hard flooring, it's really easy to pick everything up. Mr. Peebs, I don't know if he approves of my vacuuming. He normally hates the vacuum with a passion. But yeah, what do you guys like to do on a Saturday? What's your general Saturday reset? I love vacuuming, cleaning, generally tidying up and making this space better for Saturday or for Sunday. I know a lot of people do Sunday resets instead of Saturday, but this one's for the Saturday girlies. Okay, let's make the bed. Lynx obviously left because she didn't like the sound of the vacuum, which is like, fair. But now we can make the bed, thank God. Given that it's a tiny room and a large bed, we have to do some acrobatics. Honestly, I do miss our old bedroom though. You can see it in some of the older vlogs, but there was so much more space on either side of the bed. This one, I literally have to crawl on top of it just to make it, and it's quite the acrobatic endeavor, and it just doesn't really give what it used to. Literally, I have to like flop like a fish, but I love having a clean made bed. It just really is a nice way to maintain clarity throughout the day. Also, I feel like I'm constantly doing laundry. I've got like 4 loads on. Well, I guess there's only 2 things. So I have like 1 load in the washer, 1 load in the dryer constantly. It's the same with dishes. Since it's a smaller space, we don't really have the ability to leave things just unfinished or unput away, left out, or else we'll have no space for anything. So I'm constantly putting things away, constantly cleaning up. But since it's smaller, the tasks are less, but the frequency is higher. Okay, let's tackle this kitchen a little bit. There isn't too much. This is a pot roast, which we will be cooking later. And in here, I'll just do some of the dishes. I guess I can also give a bit of a life update. So in terms of the wedding, we are knee-deep in wedding planning. It'll be next January, which is very exciting, a winter wedding in 2025. We've already selected the location, we have selected our officiant and our photographer, but there's still so much to do, and we have selected more or less our engagement photos, and the cats are going to be a part of it. So just giving Miss Lynxie her brushes to make sure that she looks camera ready. Obviously, it's not going to be today, it's going to be sometime in the summer when it's a bit nicer. but it'll be cute to have them as a part of our wedding and engagement celebration. We still have so much to do though, like we haven't selected our food yet, which will be selected in April. We haven't selected our outfits. We haven't really done anything with the DJ or the decor or the floor plan. We haven't even really finalized the guest list. So we still have quite a bit to do. Let me know down below if you want to have any wedding content. I did a little bit about the engagement, but I haven't really followed up since. So let me know if that's something that interests you all. Now, obviously, just gotta clean the litter boxes for the cats. I do this about once a month, and we use Pretty Litter as our main litter substance. To clean them, I just add a small bit of antibacterial dish soap and some warm water. I use the scooper actually to swirl it around, create a lot of bubbles, and clean both the scooper and both of the litter boxes. When we were living in the larger space, we had an additional litter box, but since our space is so small now, we only have 2, and it's fine. They don't really they don't really have a preference. They use the bigger one the most, and then if that one's dirty or if like one is in the bigger one, then the other one will use the smaller one. Make sure you wipe them down so they're really dry before you add the new litter back in. I always joke because on the box it says do not cut, and then I always cut it, but I never cut the litter, so I'm like, why do they even have that on there? Let me know if you use Pretty Litter, if you like it, if you don't like it. There's been some mixed reviews from people. Some people say it's made their cats sick. We haven't had that, but I think that's only if your cat eats it. Here we got some miscellaneous toys. This and this can go in the garbage. Oh my god. Hello, Miss Sprinkles. Now it's time for me to trim my beard. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to this, to be honest, but we have a trimmer, so it's really nice to just get it done every once in a while. I really should be better at getting haircuts and trimming my beard and general hair grooming, but I don't know, I just get so lazy. And then I just can't be bothered, and then I don't care, and then it grows out, and then I trim it, or I get a haircut every 6 months, so then I don't have to go again for another 6 months. But yeah, that's just generally my style. What do you guys think about these Sunday, Saturday weekend reset vlogs where people just sort of do their chores? It was kind of fun to film, I gotta be honest, moving the camera around, trying different angles, just being a person. But let me know down below if you like them. I have considered starting a membership program, I guess, within YouTube where people can access certain content behind a paywall. Not like OnlyFans, but I was thinking of including videos like this or general videos that I wouldn't necessarily post to a wider audience, just something more intimate, small, whoever wants to watch it or be more vulnerable on there, I guess. So that'll be launched on Thursday when I will be doing a live stream as well at 4 to 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'll confirm on the day. So please join then. Okay, so we are going to be cooking this pot roast. Still in water, but we're going to be adding parsnip and tomato. Pot roast has quickly become one of our favorite meals because it's so easy to do once you get started. You literally just put it on, set it, and more or less forget it. I love parsnip as well. It's more like a fragrant carrot for those that haven't had it, and it pairs really nicely with the beef. Off to the side. For cooking, I'll be using my Staub Laka cut in the 24 centimeter size, or the 5 liter. So this is just a boneless blade pot roast. around 1 kilogram. To start, we're gonna pat it off and then salt. This will help with the sear. Now we're starting to sear. Some oil, wait for it to get hot. While that's heating, let's just turn this on to 300 degrees and baking. And sear for 4 minutes. While that's searing, we're gonna make our spices. So I wanna make it a bit Middle Eastern. So we're gonna be adding some cumin. I eyeball everything. Okay. Some cinnamon. Some thyme. So I'm switching to a voiceover because the sizzling got really loud, but I'm just adding some onion powder, some garlic powder, just eyeball everything to your desired flavoring, some black pepper as well, a tablespoon or a teaspoon of chili flakes, and some salt, obviously depending on what you prefer. And then I add my wet, which is some maple syrup, obviously as a Canadian, is what I use for sweetness, some Worcestershire sauce, a few dabs of that, some crushed garlic, just flipping it now to the other side after it's been searing for 4 minutes, and do 4 minutes on the other side. And then some Better Than Bouillon beef bouillon. I get a cup of water and then I use a little bit in order to mix everything together. Then once that's all stirred up and the beef has been flipped again to one of the other sides, just let it cook for 2 minutes per smaller side. And now it's good to go. And I will add in my, broth. I don't know what to describe it as. My seasoning, the rest of the 1 cup of water, and then also my fresh vegetables such as tomato and parsnip. Being so naughty. After about 90 minutes, it should come out looking quite nice, and then you flip it, cut off the strings, and put it in for a further 90 minutes. Just want to hang out. PB has gotten so big. He's past his 1.5 years now, and he's really coming into his seal point chocolate color. He's changed so much. For those that saw him in the very first video that we got him, he looks basically completely different. When we first got him, he was like a tan color all over with his white paws and a very, very dark tail. Then he went like white for a time, and now he's back to his seal point coloring. I'm gonna make a video when he comes into his full color on the transition and the differences between him and Lynx's colors, because Lynx sort of just grew up into a bigger version of her smaller self, whereas Pubes has really changed dramatically throughout the last year. So it's been going for 180 minutes or 3 hours at this point, and I still think it could use a bit more time. It's still a bit tough, so I decided to put it in for a further 30 minutes. I say you can normally do between 3 hours and 4 hours depending on the size of the meat. This one was 3.5.
Oh yeah, it needs a bit more.
So this is the meal. I made some turmeric rice and just pulled it apart. It was so good with the jus. And now I'll leave you with the cats play fighting. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you all at my live stream. Bye guys.